friends, welcome back to my channel Account Study for 11th. I hope you all are staying safe, doing well, not stepping out of your house. So today's video we are going to start with our practical problems, as we have discussed all our important terms that are related to this practical problems. So get ready with your pen, paper, so we can immediately start with our practical problems. So let's begin the video. So friends, this is your standard 11th bookkeeping and accountancy book. It is a Maharashtra State Board of Secondary and Higher Secondary Education book of standard 11. Now in this, on page number 27, we are solving the first example on this chapter. Okay. So here is the example transactions. I'm going to solve it on the paper of how it works. Okay. So example 1. From the following transactions, find out 2 aspects. These are 5 transactions written over here from your textbook. We have to find out 2 aspects from each transaction. From the first transaction, from the second transaction, and the third, fourth, fifth. Same. We have to find out 2 aspects from each transactions. Now how the format over here works, how we can post it, let's draw the format over here. So for this we need a pencil and a scale. Just draw a vertical line over here. We have to make columns over here. This is, we have to cover it. Okay. Again we have to draw one more horizontal line. So to name aspect 1 and aspect 2. Okay, this is how the format over here is drawn. Now we have to name what we have to write over here. The first thing we are going to write is serial number. We have to name the transactions, so we have to write here serial number. Now 2 aspects we have to record, so 2 aspects. Aspect 1 over here, and aspect 2. Okay, so this is how the format over here is drawn. We have to post all the entries over here. So now let's start with the first entry, that is first transaction. Started business with cash rupees 10,000. This is the first transaction. Now the owner has started business with cash rupees 10,000. Now we have to find out 2 aspects in this transaction. Now the first aspect over here is cash, rupees 10,000. He has started business with cash, so the first aspect is going to be cash. So we will write first aspect is cash comes in business, because he has invested money in the business to start the business. Now who has invested the money? Proprietor, that is owner, has invested the money into the business. But we will not write down that he has invested cash, so he has started the business like that. We will write over here proprietor is giver. Proprietor is giver. Proprietor means owner or a businessman who has invested money into the business to start the business. We call it as a capital. Okay, this is the first serial number over here. This is the first transaction. We have find out two aspects in this first transaction. So let's take the second transaction. Purchased goods on credit from Anil, rupees 5,000. Okay, now this is going to be our expense because we have purchased goods on credit. Credit means on loan from Anil, rupees 5,000. This is going to be our expense and it is in the form of loan. That is we have taken goods on loan from whom? Anil. So let's write down the aspect. Second transaction. What is the aspect? Purchased goods. Now purchased means it is our expenditure. So we will write it as purchases is an expenditure. Okay. Now from whom we have purchased goods? We have purchased goods from Anil. So who is the giver over here? Anil. Anil is the giver. Okay. We are just finding out two aspects. According to rules, we will study it in further example. Now just we have to find out two aspects over here. Don't get confused. Now the third transaction. Sold goods to Sunil for cash rupees 30,000. This is transaction. Now this is not based on a credit basis because we have purchased it. We have sold goods for cash. That is goods we have sold to Sunil in cash. We have got cash payment from Sunil. Okay. Now how the transaction here will be written? As we have sold goods to Sunil for cash, we have got cash from Sunil. So the first aspect will be cash comes in our business. Cash comes in. Okay. Now sold goods is always an income for our business because we are earning something from it. We have already learnt about it. So we will write over here second aspect, sales is an income because we have got profit. Okay. Now let's take the fourth transaction. Paid commission rupees 500. Now you must have got what is commission. Commission is that part of profit given by one company to another company for selling goods on behalf of the company. Confused? See, let's take two companies. You are one company, I am one company. Now you are a sole trader and I am a manufacturing industry. Now I am manufacturing a set of pens and you are a sole trader. That means you have a small business where you purchase pens from me and sell it on behalf of me to the customers. So in return you will demand something from me. That demand you are making to me, it is called as commission. Okay, because you are selling my pens on behalf of me. Okay, that is called as commission. Now let's see the aspects over here. Paid commission rupees 500. How the first aspect is, now we have paid commission. As I've given you the example, it is same transaction written here, paid commission. That means it is our expenditure. So commission is our expenditure. And we have paid it in a cash rupees 500. So from our business we have cash has gone out. That means cash goes out. This is the second aspect of the fourth transaction. Hope you understood it. Okay, let's move on to the last transaction. I've written serial number. Received interest rupees 200. Now this is our income because we have received interest from someone, as we have made some investment in bank, in any company or in any partnership firm. For that we have received interest. It can be any. So this is our income. Now it has come in the form of cash. So how the first aspect will be? Cash comes in because we have received it. Now as I have told you, interest, received interest, it is our income, it is our profit. So the second aspect will be interest received is our income. Okay, now we have completed all the two aspects of this transactions. I hope you understood it, not got any difficulty while solving with me. Now here is the second example of the same transactions. Now what is written here? From the above transactions, find out two aspects and two accounts. Now in this question we have to find out two aspects as well as two accounts of that two aspects. Okay, so let's draw the format of it, how the format is going to be. Just draw a bigger format so that you can write it in a spacious way. Don't just write down the transactions closely for you to get confused. The more space you will keep in your sentences, the more you will understand it clearly. So this is how the format it is. Now what we are going to write on here? Serial number, same as the beginning. Two aspects. Now what we have to find out? Two accounts in this question. So we will write here two accounts. Okay, this is how the format looks like. Now let's take the example. The same transactions are there, we have, but just the question is changed. In the beginning we found out two aspects. Now we have to find out two accounts of the same transactions. Now see, the first transaction, started business with cash rupees 10,000. We already know the two aspects. What are the two aspects? Cash comes in business, and who is the giver? Proprietor, that is owner is the giver of the cash. That is, he is investing money into the business to start the business. It is called as capital. So here is giver. Now two accounts we have to find out from the two aspects. Now cash comes in. This is the first aspect. Now what is cash account? It is a real account. As in my previous videos I have already told you, all the assets are real account. Cash is also our asset, so it will appear in real account. So we will write here cash account. One account is cash account. A proprietor is giver. Proprietor is giver of the cash to the business to start the business. Now in which form he will start, it is called as capital account. He has invested money in the form of capital to start the business. So second account is capital account. I hope you understood this. Now let's take the second example. Transaction. Purchased goods on credit from Anil rupees 5,000. We already know two aspects. We have already solved it in our previous example. So purchases is an expense and Anil is giver, as he has given goods to us. We have purchased it, is giver. These are the two aspects over here. Now in the first aspect, which account is going to appear here? Purchases account. As we have purchased goods, so purchases account will be the first account. Okay. And in the second aspect, Anil is giver. So Anil account. One account will be Anil account. Okay. Third transaction. Sold goods to Sunil for cash rupees 30,000. So this is the third transaction. We will write here the aspects. We have already written. Cash comes in. And sales is an income. These are the two aspects we have already discussed. So now we have to find out two accounts. Cash comes in. One is cash account. And sales is an income. So sales will be another account. As we have sold goods, so sales is going to be our another account. Okay. I hope you understood till this. Okay. Now let's take the fourth transaction. Paid commission rupees 500. Now we have paid commission. The first aspect is commission is an expense. Is an expense. And the second aspect is cash goes out, as we have paid it in the form of cash. So cash goes out. Okay. These are the two aspects. Now, in this first aspect, which is the first account? Commission. As we have paid it, so commission is going to be the first account. I've written it here down. So, and cash goes out. We already know cash is the another account. So we will write down cash account. These are the two accounts of this fourth transaction. Now the fifth transaction. Received interest rupees 200. Now this is our income. We have written the two aspects in the first problem. So cash comes in. As we have received it, so it is cash comes in. We have received in the form of cash. So this is the first aspect. And we have received interest. So interest is an income. We have received interest, that is why it is our income. Now the account. Already we know cash account is the first account and interest is an income. Now interest is going to be our second account because we have received interest. So the second account is interest account. Now the same transactions but another question. Now third question we are starting. So what it is, let's see. From the above transaction, find out two aspects, two accounts and classify the accounts. We have already found out two aspects, two accounts in our previous thing. So now we have to just find out, classify the accounts. Means we have to classify it according to its rules. Okay, so let's start. The first transaction is started business with cash rupees 10,000. So we already know two aspects. Cash comes in and proprietor is the giver. Okay, we already know the two accounts, that is cash account and capital account. Now here it comes the classification. Now we have to classify these two accounts. These two accounts appear according to which rules? Cash account, I already told you before that all the assets appear in real account. So cash is our asset, so it will definitely appear in assets account. So the rule for assets, that is real account, cash is our real account. Now what is the rule? Debit what comes in and credit what goes out. So we have received cash. So how the rule will be applied? Debit what comes in. It is the rule of real account. Okay. Now capital account. As the owner has invested in his own business to start the business in the form of capital. It is our personal thing. We have personally invested in the business. So it is going to be personal account. Now what is the rule for it? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. As the owner is the giver of the capital, so personal account will be applied to capital account. I hope you understood this transaction. What are the classification of this accounts? So let's take the second transaction. Purchased goods on credit from Anil, rupees 5,000. So we already know that two aspects. Purchases is an expense, and Anil is giver. Okay, these are the two aspects we have already learned. Now two accounts also we have learned. Purchases account is one account and Anil is giver. Here natural person, so Anil account, he has given goods to us. Now we have to classify this two account. Purchases is an expense, so we have written purchases account. We have introduced goods in the form of purchases. This is going to be our expense, so we already know expenses account, that is nominal account. Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So this will appear in nominal account, as this is our expense, this is our loss, that is why it will appear in nominal account. Now Anil account, this is a natural person. We have already learned in our chart classification of accounts. Anil account, Ram account, all these are natural persons. They appear in personal account. So he is a personal account, as he is a natural human being. I hope you understood this two accounts and two classifications. Let's take the third transaction. Sold goods to Sunil for cash rupees 30,000. We already know the two aspects. Cash comes in and sales is an income, because we have earned income through sales. We have sold goods. This is our income. We already know the accounts, cash account and another account is sales account. Okay. Now in the first transaction we saw cash account is real account. Same we have to apply. It is an asset, so real account. Cash comes in because debit what comes in, credit what goes out is the rule of real account, and cash is our asset. That is why it will appear in real account. Now sales, it is our income. I also told over here nominal account what it indicates: all your expenses and all your incomes. Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gain. This is the rule of nominal account. We have gained income over here, so this sales account will appear in nominal account. Okay, let's take the fourth transaction. Paid commission rupees 500. So let's write down the two aspects. Commission is an expense, and we have paid it in the form of cash, so cash goes out. These are the two aspects. Now we have saw the accounts of these two aspects. Commission account is the first account and cash account is the another account. Okay, now we have to classify these accounts. Now commission account, we have paid it, this is our expense, that is why where it will appear in nominal account. Rule as it says, debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. In this transaction we have incurred expense, we have paid commission, that is why this account will go in nominal account. And cash account, as we from by now we know that it is a real account, it is our asset, it has gone out of the business because we have paid commission through cash, so real account. Last transaction, received interest rupees 200. Now this is our income. We have already seen the two aspects. We have got cash comes in through interest, and interest is an income. We have received income in the form of interest. For example, if you have made investment in some company or in any bank, we always get interest on that investment. So here we have received it, so it is our income. Now two accounts, cash account, first is this and another is interest account. Now we have to classify these two accounts. Cash account, we already know it is a real account. And interest account. Now through this transaction we have earned income in the form of interest. As I already told you, nominal account, what it consists of: debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Here we have earned income, that is, this is our profit, this is our income. So this account, interest account, will appear in nominal account as this is our profit through interest. Okay, so how was the practical session? I hope you understood it. If you have any queries regarding practical problems, anything you haven't understood, feel free to comment down in the comment section, and we are going to continue with this practical problems in our upcoming videos, so don't break the link into this. Stay tuned for the other videos because we are going to discuss more such problems with more new transactions, more new aspects, more new accounts. So if you did like this video, do hit that like button. If you are new, subscribe to my channel, click that bell icon to get all the new notifications of my video, and share with your friends, with your family, with your neighborhood friends, whoever are in need of this practical problems. Do share with them. And till now I will take a leave. Stay home, stay safe, goodbye.